G'day guys and welcome back to the channel, and I'm going to review the Cats and the Pies clash, which was an absolute classic, a clincher, another one. Geelong getting the job done by 6 points in what was a titanic affair and a crazy match to watch, really. It was physically and mentally and spiritually tolling, that's for sure, I think on all supporters, but to take home the points, obviously the main one. Qualifying finals and first finals, the Cats haven't been reading too well on the page over the last 10 or so years. So I think, one out of the last 9. And, we found a way to, basically get over the line. That's probably about as simple as you can sort of put it there. Pies definitely had some really good looks and, were able to get the game on their terms, but just one of those ones where it was just going to be the team that had the biggest moment, closest to the final buzzer, really. And that just happened to be us. So in what was, a real arm wrestle all day, really. And, it was just a unbelievable, sort of finish, and stoked to get through to the preliminary final. To have the week off next week to, rest up some of the older guys will be really good. And, such a gallant effort by the Pies, and they just continue to, impress whilst in defeat this time around. In the close games have been really prolific, and, they've come up against a Cats side that just never gave up, and more so on the end of some, brave played late, and just by pure nature of the time on the clock, the team just sort of get in front, like Parkinson's Law. So, incredible result. Good to win and also be able to learn a lot out of it as well. And still a fair bit of improvement to come from that. So, it was definitely not the prettiest game of all time. Definitely not the Cats' best footy. And that footy's not going to cut it in the preliminary final or beyond if Geelong aren't good enough to be able to get through to the biggest day of them all. But, there's a few signs there that could definitely be improved, but to just, it's pretty easy to lose finals. Easier to lose finals than it is to win them, and then we won it. So by pure logic of just history, the last 10 years it's sort of hung over us. And just being able to win when, we haven't been amazing in qualifying finals and those first finals. And just 7 out of the last 22 have been wins. Now 8 out of 23. All credit to the coaching staff, the football club, and the players on the field, the 22 that executed, all the 23 even. So that's a good little segue into the game and how it all played out. First quarter, the pressure was unreal. Pies were over 200 pressure points, and it was just absolutely mental. We knew it was going to happen, and we had that feeling of years gone by where Geelong get off to a pretty poor start. We tend to not score very much in that first term. It's usually between 0 to 2 goals in terms of that start. But the Pies, obviously, they were up for the fight early. They were much more in control and settled. They settled early on. They were much cleaner than us. Just our inability to sort of cope with the pressure was pretty hot in the kitchen, and it was always going to be. But luckily, we steadied, and Cameron kicked a ripping goal. Just had some of those moments I've seen in finals before where, all right, cool, big kick, big set shot. Rowan unfortunately missed. Had a great game, which we'll get into later. Cameron just in the post, and just some of those opportunities gone begging. But Cameron did snap the first, which was arguably, I think if he didn't kick that, I nearly would have written us off, to be honest. We've just seen that similar style of first quarter where we just get blown off the park and, not be able to bounce back from it. The great thing out of it was Pies only kicked 3, and when Hall kicked the goal in the second term to bring it back to 10 points, I thought we've been playing so unders of what we would normally perform. Pies pressure obviously contributed to that, and we're 10 points down, so I was really pleased by that. But we just allowed Pies that outside footy, that uncontested ball, they were plus 31 a quarter time, minus 31 for us, and we were just chasing tail all day, at least early on in the piece. So, yeah, we definitely had to sort of tidy that up, and, day costers were getting off the chain, and, yeah, they were just allowed that outside ball. Our pressure just wasn't quite up to it early on in the piece, and it did lift. They kicked the first 3, then we kicked the next 4 in a row, which was really good, and they got a so easy one on half time, which those ones kill you when you're in control, and then you get one kicked in the last 30 seconds. Those are coach killers, but on the flip side, goals kicked against you in the last with the better minutes ago to win the game. Those are also coach killers. From a Pies standpoint on that occasion. So, we definitely steadied, and we started, moving the ball a bit more, proactively, taking a little bit more risk. We were kicking along down the line a fair bit, and because of the Pies' pressure was so good and we couldn't quite match it, we were just hacking the ball, and, Collingwood were able to sort of pick those kicks off, and, I was seeing pre-game what the Pies do, and then the boys are showing the lab work. Unfortunately, I couldn't get to the game. I had other bits and pieces on. But should be all good to get to the preliminary final. So, I had to sort of watch on and then drive to the event I was going to. And, so anyway, it's a bit of a segue there. But, now I've got to circle back to where I was. But, they were just taking those easy intercept marks, and we just couldn't quite get the flow that we would like as we usually would with the ball. Again, it's just a credit to the Pies' ability to sort of push up and just run at the opposition and run forward. So, we composed as the game sort of went on, and definitely settled sort of in that second term. We're able to sort of hit the scoreboard. And, just every quarter after that, just, ensuring it wasn't a shocking term. Lots of mistakes made from both sides, lots of errors. But what really won the game was just our ability to hang in there and not get blown out of the park. So that first term, I reckon in years gone by, Cats side might concede 6 goals or 7 goals, and you can't really come back from that. I mean, you can try, but it's, you're fighting a losing battle, basically. It's a lot of energy to get back into it, and then getting in front's another thing. And but to only limit the damage to 2-goal lead at quarter time, Pies definitely probably deserve more of a lead, and they probably played the better game. They got out in space more. They were so brave with their ball use, and I don't really review the opposition, but they were sort of able to expose us to one-on-ones and uncomfortable situations. They tried to get at the ground as much as possible, and put us in a difficult spot. I think Mychek only kicked 1, so a good job from defensive ploys there. But probably a lot of their good work was on the ground, and if they were rebounding from our back line, so they were able to walk it out of our forward line a bit too easily early on. So our pressure wasn't quite up there. Definitely lifted as the game sort of went on, and just having like Selwood and Dangerfield on the bench was interesting as well. Just leaving it up to some of the younger crew and changing the guard a little bit. And they were fresh as daisies going into the latter part of the game. And I mean, we saw the last play, so ultimately, that's a part that decides the game, I guess. And we were able to, it was really bold. A kick into the corridor, and then a play on. I thought it was going to muck up, but we, Guthrie composed. And then we've seen this before with early in the year, Pies probably doing everything they can to win it, so they risk losing the game to win it. So they're positioning they higher up the ground than perhaps usual, and that allowed Rowan to sort of get out the back, and Holmes worked so hard, and it obviously Jeremy Cameron was a star on the night to be able to sort of get that ball trickling the right way. And then, Holmes with the finish, and just really mature from the Cats late in that last couple of minutes to, just ensure that we held the ball up and we didn't, let it bobble out and, allow the Pies in. And what I love too is just when the Pies did respond, and especially throughout the game, and that last quarter most specifically, was our ability to just respond. would often kick a goal straight away. We didn't, we did not let them, get too far out of arm's length. And just what a great result. Again, it's not one where you go, you're not super scared of Geelong after that performance, but hopefully, with that type of play, just takes the monkey off the back, takes the pressure off, relieves that, and helps orchestrate us into a better mode of play come preliminary final night. And if we're good enough to get into that sort of grand final mode, that would be stellar, and just allow us to take a deep breath and just be recharged and better for the week or weeks coming up. So that was the crux of the game. And let's look at the numbers. And we've seen, obviously, Pies have been behind a lot of numbers and been 18th in contested ball, and they absolutely belted us in contested ball early, and Geelong are usually one of the best in the competition at that. And the Pies are 18th, but they somehow just get up for these games, and it took us a bit to settle in. And we've seen the Pies, they've had games where they're like Geelong at the moment, but they just find a way to win. And whilst we probably weren't we probably didn't play the best type of football to win, but we found a way to win, which is obviously the most important thing at the end of the day. But also not sustainable losing these types of numbers, which we'll delve into. So the Pies got more of the footy, as we can see. We definitely did a bit of run and carry on the handball front. 53 inside 50s. We usually average close to 58 to 60. So the Pies, and that was something we were struggling with early, was just getting deep entry. We were getting a lot of high entries and not really dangerous entries. And Darcy Moore had an absolute stellar game. Pies got a bit more entry. Disposal efficiency definitely down. You usually see that at 74, 75%. Finals football, that's what it does for you. But our efficiency inside 50, when we did get in there, really dangerous, nearly 1 out of 2. Pies just a little bit less efficient there from the free kicks front. Just got the nudge there. Hit outs, Pies won that. Clearances, pretty even. Stevens in the end. Centre clearances, all square there as well. Contested ball though, bang. Ended up plus 21. So I mean that's really key there. That was awesome. I don't recall such a low marking game for us to be able to find a way to win. That's a very taxing game, and it's a lot of running and a lot of pressure on the ball carrier. So significant in the grand scheme of things. Pies got 90 marks. So yeah, we're usually around the 90, 110 mark, which is crazy. And only 9 marks inside 50. We average about 15, 16 a game. The Pies are really good in just being able to put pressure on the ball, force high ball into the forward 50, and just obviously, they're really good defensively. They have been for a long time. Pies won that battle though. We won the aerial battle there in the contested marks by 4. Goals. So I mean, when you look at that, it's kind of Pies had good control of the match, and we were able to sort of be in front at the right times, which was great. But I mean, if you look at it, Pies probably should win with that kind of time in front. Doesn't always work out that way. The Pies have probably been a team that haven't been in front less than half the time of 2022, and they've won. They won 12 out of 13, 12 out of 14 now. So that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Their tackles were elite. 70 was still a good effort from us. Tackles inside 50 significant from the Cats there, 12-10. And there you go. That was numerically what happened, and we'll get stuck into the votes, which were incredibly difficult. Not a high AFL fantasy. Let's see how the Pies went. I had some stars. When you look at that, they really probably should have won, but that's all right. We found a way. So 3 votes goes to good old Joel Selwood. The other 25, he took a mark next to his name, 3 tackles, 5 clearances, got a goal assist in there as well. I just felt, with 66% time on ground, so it's kind of unbelievable to be able to have so much of the ball and then play, just over half the game. And just, his leadership was instrumental. He was so tough and brutal in the coalface, and even the possessions he didn't get, he was right in the crux of it. I just thought, he was so outstanding for us. at the ground. And yeah, I mean, he's had probably a lean year than what he has had in previous years, and has had some good games this year. But yeah, this one was absolutely right. There was brilliant. So yeah, kudos to Joel on potentially, maybe, wonder if it's his last season. We will find out at season's end what the go is there. Jeremy Cameron was superb. He was amazing. 2 votes for mine, 3 goals, a couple of behinds next to his name as well. 17 possessions, 4 marks as well. Got a clearance, a couple of goal assists. He was, when we were struggling, he was right in the thick of it. Yeah, really putting his presence into the game, and yeah, just those clutch moments of where he just had to kick goals. He did, especially late in the game. He missed a couple early on in the piece. But yeah, that finish on the boundary was just unbelievable. I think he's probably one of the only players in the comp that could do that. Maybe O'Driscoll could do that as well. But from that far out, right in the boundary line, in the wrong pocket, was, yeah, some kind of finish. And yeah, just even he was in the winning goal play as well. He just, yeah, finds his way around the ground, uses the ball so well, and that's why we brought him to the club. And yeah, amazing job to the medical staff to get Cameron up for the game, and we would not have won this game of football without him. So hats off to Jeremy Cameron. The 1 vote is so difficult, very difficult, and I'm going to go with the man that's been much maligned, Gary Rowan. There he is. Played a great game. He kicked 3 goals, 14 disposals, 4 marks, including a Wayne Carey-like mark, and it really was. A few tackles next to his name, some clearances, a goal assist, right at the end there, involved in the match-winning play. Even early, he got the first mark inside 50, so I felt if he got touch early, he would have been, yeah, in really good stead, and that set him up. Unfortunately, he missed that one quite badly, but he was able to, yeah, respond in a big way. Big tackle on Dacos, which was, huge in the grand scheme of things, because no one can ever get him. He's elusive, but yeah, Rowan went straight after him. And yeah, all the critics and, have come out to get him, and, you can't shy away from his previous finals record. It's been lean at best. And he's definitely not a player of accumulation, but we know he's a player that has high energy, high pressure, and can also take big marks and hit the scoreboard. But when you don't see that, you kind of go, where is he? Maybe our game style hasn't been conducive in the past. He has had some good finals. People forget about the 3 he kicked against Brisbane in the preliminary final, in 2020. And yeah, but there have been some finals where you just go, where is he? But I'm giving him a vote just based off of he had so much pressure going into this game. And, without him, we don't win either. There's a lot of players that play, that we wouldn't have won without. So, well, yeah, I was, like Scotty, super proud that he was able to sort of, perform on the big stage, and he was, one of the reasons we won. So, yeah, it was great. And then over to the rest of the Cats, we had Guthrie getting 23. He was enormous, and he took a couple of marks as well. 7 tackles, a couple of clearances, and yeah, he was obviously, involved in that match-winning play as well. It was huge, it was significant, and yeah, just super tough in the clinches for the Cats. And yeah, just love his heart and soul. And yeah, he's obviously a really good player on that front. Paddy got 22. He was obviously, doesn't use the ball amazingly well, and he can be a bit off at times, but he got the 22. It was obviously really good. And got the 4 marks, 6 tackles, 8 clearances. He was just in and under, and played a great game. And I'd like his boys to be a bit better, but in terms of just being able to win the ball, was really good. And trying to get other teammates into it. Tommy Atkins had a huge last term. He had 23, 9 tackles, just monstrous numbers. And also got the 8 clearances, which is, huge in a final. He was able to, really assert himself in that final term. I believe he had possibly 14 touches. He had a lot of the ball in the final term, and just some key moments there. Love the way he goes about it. Mitch Duncan, he had 23. He kicked a goal, and it was good. He had some moments that he'd probably like back. He had some fumbles, missed tackles, missed kicks, but yeah, I mean, sometimes that's how it goes. And yeah, he got a couple of tackles as well, and also got involved in the clearance game also. So yeah, he played a really good role for us, and kicked a really nice goal for us to keep us in the game. Tom Stewart was marvellous. He had 22 and also took 7 marks, 600 metres gained. So he was obviously really huge in that part, and he was a brick wall down back. It was obviously really good, and again, obviously helped us get over the line as he does. Zach Guthrie's game was excellent. He was really good. Doesn't handle much, which is great. Get it on the boot, get some territory, and he nearly gained 600 metres as well. Got 6 marks as well, a few tackles. Also got a goal assist in there as well. So, well done to Zach Guthrie on a really good defensive game. We mentioned Cameron, Selwyn, Rowan. There you go, the 3-2-1 right then and there. Closest game was good. It was a little bit fumbly early, took a bit to settle, but he got there, kicked a couple of goals, and he was obviously a tackling machine. Got 6 tackles, and always plays a great role for us. Isaac Smith, he got the 20 touches, and like his game, he had a bit of run and carry, but largely stifled with just you don't get as much outside pill when obviously when there's that kind of pressure on the ball, but he worked his way into the game, still got a fair bit of meterage, but he definitely had a red hot go at it, that's for sure. Stengel was pretty quiet overall, probably a little bit overawed by the occasion, but he had 14. He definitely would have had some really good tackles and some really good moments. So again, the 6 tackles was like gold, and a few clearances as well as a goal assist. So he gave that one to Close in the square to sort of kick that one. So definitely not his best game in the world, but probably those key moments. I think he ran down Pendlebury, was really good. Holmes, he was good. He kicked a goal, 18 disposals. He was obviously significant there. 4 tackles, and also got a goal assist in there as well. Kicked the match winner from Rowan's interesting work right there at the end. But he worked super hard, and I felt late. He stood up significantly, and played a very nice role once again. Lord Tui's game was a bit indifferent. He was a little bit fumbly and dropped a few marks, and probably the heat definitely got to Zach and a number of the guys really. But he always cracks in really hard. He's really tough. Also chimed in for a goal assist as well. So Blitzarves, he got a bit of the ball. I thought that was 8 tackles, but 8 hit-outs. Couple of tackles, couple of clearances. He didn't get super involved, and I felt like, he probably didn't get the time and space he'd usually get. And, maybe I need to watch Blitz a bit closely, but probably not his usual output. Hopefully better for the run not next week, the week after. Tommy Hawkins kicked a goal, got the 10 touches, and a couple of really big tackles in there as well. So one of those ones where, Moore absolutely gave him a bath, has to be said. Moore played an absolutely amazing game, and Hawkins just didn't adjust properly. Hawkins just gets a bit stuck with stuck with trying to get in the wrestle. You need to get on the move, Tom. If we are to win this premiership, you have to get on the lead and on the move. You cannot. Against the bottom 6 teams, you can wrestle, you can do whatever you like. Not going to work, buddy, in the big finals. So lift for the prelim. We need you fit and firing for that, and going from there. So, all right, Tom, you can do it. You can do it. I know you can. You and Jez Art could be the ones to get us over the line. All right. Moving on to Stanley. So Stanley had the 12 touches and also got a few tackles, some hit-outs as well, some clearances, and not a lot of meters gained. But Stanley had a pretty tough day at the office. He didn't get super involved, got pinged a few times. Again, some improvement to come, and hopefully he's better for the run. DK did a really good job on my check. Largely quiet, took 6 marks. It felt like he only took a couple, but obviously again, just really good once again for the Cats, and just absolute rock down back, and sensational from DK. Again, just these real critical one-on-ones. You have to win big games, and he did so. I like Bewes' game. Some good run and dash. He was tough and tried to break through. Yeah, a lot of pies, tackles, got a few marks as well. Got a goal assist as well. O'Connor came on for Collingwood, which we'll talk about shortly. Had the 9 possessions. He was pretty solid, just relatively measured with the ball. And yeah, some fresh legs was good. Henry was pretty quiet, but just did some good things. Didn't do stacks. Started forward, didn't really work. And then they slowly moved him down back, and yeah, had some key moments. So good from Henry. Myers was very quiet, 9 touches, and yeah, he set up a goal, which was good, but didn't really get super involved and largely overawed by the occasion. But yeah, there's talk about whether whether he's in the team or not. Does a Menegola or Parfitt somehow jump in? I don't know how they play that forward pocket, high half forward role, but we'll see how that goes. Cole Desney had a knee injury, tried to come back on, almost cost us a game with not fully taking over the line. They're not realising a pie was right on him, but yeah, Colo obviously injured pretty early, didn't get much of a chance to have a say on the game. All right, so we play, and we won't be able to see, but we will play the winner out of Melbourne and Brisbane. So we're playing Melbourne in the preliminary final. You would imagine we'd be playing the D's in the preliminary final. At the MCG, it's going to be absolutely monster clash once again. The one at the Cattery, the early in the year, definitely flooded the scoreboard for the D's. It could have been a 9-10 goal win, but we won by 29 or something like that. I don't think... I think we've learnt to not kick down the line to lever a May. I think we've learnt how to sort of, not allow Melbourne to just break out a stoppage and run out the front of it. The pressure's going to be hot. I feel like we're going to win, but because the D's I think they've lost probably 7 of their last 11 or something like that. Maybe 7 of their last 12, but yeah, they've had a very patchy end half of the season, and normally the teams that are able to find a way to be most consistent, especially in the winter periods, when in July and August when it's really tough to win, generally find their way sort of closer to grand final day. And I feel like the D's have been patchy, still have some issues up forward. T-Mac might come in underdone, who knows, but we need to play a lot better than this to win. And I feel like our best footy is good enough to beat the D's. And then you got Petrarca, who's 50-50. He'll play, but he won't be at 100%. So that's going to really stifle him as well. And I feel like we've hopefully learned our lesson. It's just, I feel like it comes down to more about how we come out and play. And if we're not, the only thing that can beat us is inside our heads. If we've got the mental aptitude to find a way and not get overawed by the occasion, we'll win because our best footy will get the job done. And I feel like we were able to sort of limit the D's accordingly. But if you give a team time and space and you don't apply pressure like crazy, like your life depends on it, and you don't execute, well, you're going to lose. So that's it, guys. So apologies, it was a little bit later than expected. It was definitely a big night last night. Obviously, some family birthdays, and watched the replay, with the crew I'd usually watch it with after that, and then it was 2 a.m. by then, and I'm like, well, the review's going up tomorrow when I eventually wake up. So exhausting, but that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the review, and hopefully the Cats can get through all healthy, unscathed, and ready to hit the prelim running, and I will be there. I'm going to be there. Hopefully we can get over the line. So that's all from me, guys. Hope you enjoyed the review. Go Cats! Big win, and looking forward to talking again soon. Tips video will be up, no doubt about that, and probably after that we'll be talking about the Cats. Hopefully post a preliminary final win. Hopefully. Thanks again, guys. I'll catch you all next time.